Hey guys, this is take 2 on filming this video, so hopefully no technical difficulties occur. Alright, well I thought this day would never come because it usually takes me a really long time to fill sketchbooks, but this one only took from until January, so it wasn't that long. I guess we'll just get started because I don't want to talk too long in the beginning. So yeah, a lot of you guys have been requesting another sketchbook tour, and here we go. Okay, so this time if I lose this sketchbook, a reward is a hug, as always. Alright, so when the Star Wars movie came out, I decided I wanted to draw a scene from the cantina and draw Rey because I really liked her, and so that was the beginning. And this sketchbook is probably the most experimental sketchbook I think I've done so far. I mean, I used a lot of different styles here and just was kind of style searching and kind of just messing around and having fun. So you'll see a lot of that. Like, I would sit in cafes a lot and draw people too. Usually everybody that I start drawing gets up and leaves. So like, I don't even get to this point before they're gone and I just have to start making up stuff. Like, I don't know if I just freak them out or what, but I usually don't even spend any more than like 3 to 5 minutes on each person, so whatever. Anyway, just some doodles here. Okay, I did a mermaid painting with gouache, and if you look closely, you can see that I used Winsor Newton's gold ink with this too, so it's really metallic and pretty. Just a fun little doodle. I actually did the water pixie painting based off of this concept, but at first it was just a pencil sketch, and then I used that idea for the water pixie drawing, and then I went back and colored this in with gouache paint, so it's kind of a funny process. This is my OCD. Alright, I don't want to say that. I was shooting a lot for this style, but I didn't do that style a whole lot, but I'm really liking like the blackish red lips and like the ferns and plants and everything, so you'll see some of that later on. This got destroyed by gouache because I was impatient, didn't wait for it to dry. I decided in this sketchbook too that I wanted to practice hands a lot because it was something that I generally avoided, and so I would pose with my own hands. As you can see, it's mostly all my right hand because I'm left-handed. So that one is awkward. That one. But yeah. And then this is my fiance. Okay, so in this book you can see that I don't use references a lot, but I'm gonna point those parts out. So this page was like a no reference page. No references. I'm gonna be doing a first impression video on a new sketchbook that does not have Copic bleed through. I'll tell you the name of it in the video though, so you have to wait. Okay, so no references for these two, but I did use a reference for that one. Little Harry Potter chibi. So cute. Part 2 de Rababa. That's like sim language. I really like the Sims. Sometimes my friends and I will like sit and have Sims parties because we really like the Sims. Shrek is my absolute favorite animated movie, so I decided to just doodle a little scene from that. That's my fiance, and those are just some girls laughing while reading books. How fun! Did not use a reference for those. You can tell because the waist is kind of, you know, I'm not trying to bash my art, I'm just pointing out that there's definitely differences when you don't use references. And I mean, a lot of these times that I wasn't using references, I had my sketchbook with me somewhere and I didn't have access to like references or something. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the car, or, I mean, I guess I could use my phone, but whatever. I used references on these ones. My fiance again. Some people dancing, kind of cute. Drew Bell. I drew some more hands. I love this little elf girl with all her hair just draping over Belle. More hands. Oh, also, I did a lot of like searching for hand tutorials on DeviantArt, and that is how I found a lot of these poses. So if you guys want to know where to look, I would recommend just looking on there. More of these. That was just like wedding centerpiece ideas. I have something similar in mind now. I'm gonna do geometric terrariums as my theme, and then like a mint color like this, and then gold. Like mint, white, and gold are my colors, by the way. So I was gonna sell felt bookmarks in my store and like home make them myself and like sew the edges and stuff until I realized how long it took, and then I was like, forget that. Okay. Couple more doodles here. I just use like gouache in the background to add some color and make it exciting, but I'll show you them up close. Sorry that the ink on the next page bled through, but oh, I didn't use a reference on her arms, and so that's why it says Miss Nebby. Okay, as I said, really into like the black lately. I don't know why. So, no reference. I was just like playing with this gold because I had actually gotten it and just started like putting it in my sketchbook randomly on stuff that was already done. So these casternauts may turn into a bigger project though. Not sure. I actually didn't even have a paintbrush on hand when I did this. So this is like disgusting. But it's okay. So I did these girls hanging from a moon. I kind of want to do this in a bigger project, not really sure. This is probably my favorite one in the whole sketchbook, and this is probably another favorite. So there's those ones. I just did these in Starbucks actually when I was, my fiance was studying for an exam. This one's kind of creepy. This is inspired from Octavia. I love her. I love the 100. And then I started doing my own style with different things. Like the facial features. Just her hair and the nose was inspired by that, by the way. Then I tried to draw Octavia. It does not look like her. And so then I just started messing around with my style a little bit. Doing little elves because I love elves and big eyes. Some more drawings. Woo. You've probably seen this one on Instagram, Mary Margaret Blanche from Once Upon a Time, my favorite show of all time. Every sketchbook has that regretfully creepy thing that you don't want to show people. And then I did this. I kind of used this concept for my 3 marker challenge, actually. Guys, I don't have a brain. Copic went through. Okay, so these ones you've probably seen on Instagram. It was just fun to do like bold colors. This is Gouache. I really enjoyed doing that one. Doodles with gouache backgrounds. Fun stuff. Tink from Once Upon a Time. Another doodle. Another doodle, and then I was like kind of cheesy. It's like, that lady on the other page won't stop staring at me. Yeah. This was from the YTAC thing, so if you saw that one. Yeah. Another one of my fiancé, another weird picture. You probably saw that on Instagram. Little ants, it's like, love me? I love doodling. It is so stress relieving and so much fun. So if you need an outlet for your stress or something, or you just want to express yourself but don't know how, sometimes resorting to a sketchbook is really nice. or if you just want to experiment with your style. Can somebody tell me what that creepy cartoon was back in the day that had like the realistic black and white cutout heads, and they were like a bunch of kids and they always stood in front of lockers, and it was like a weird cartoon and it's pretty old, but anyway. This kind of reminds me of that, so I don't know if I like this because it kind of creeps me out because it reminds me of that show. Regina, my favorite character from Once Upon a Time, the evil queen. This has some gold ink and just watercolor Ninja ink. Fun stuff. I don't really know. And it's done! Okay. Well, I tried to keep it as short as possible just because I didn't want to do like a 20-minute sketchbook tour. But anyway, I hope you liked it, and if you like what you see and you're new to my channel, feel free to join our art family and just hit the subscribe button, and yeah. Okay guys, I'll see you in next week's video. Bye! See inside the lovely tub of Copics? This is what I'll be choosing from, okay? Got it. Let's get back to business. Okay, let's blindfold her up and let the suspense begin. Let me just get to the tub first.